We all have goals. Big or small, these aspirations fuel our desires and give us purpose. Yet, how often do we find ourselves stuck, unable to bridge the gap between our ambitions and their realization? The answer often lies in a common foe: procrastination. Procrastination is more than just laziness. It's a complex interplay of emotions, motivations, and even our brain's wiring. Understanding this foe is the first step to overcoming it and unlocking our true potential. We often set ambitious goals, whether it's writing a book, starting a business, or learning a new language. However, the path to achieving these goals can be fraught with obstacles, both internal and external. Procrastination is one such internal obstacle that can significantly hinder our progress and prevent us from reaching our full potential. In this essay, we will delve into the science behind procrastination, examining the psychological factors that contribute to this pervasive habit. By understanding the root causes of procrastination, we can develop effective strategies to overcome it, break free from the cycle of delay, and ultimately achieve our goals. Join us as we explore the fascinating science behind procrastination and empower ourselves to take charge of our lives. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing a task or set of tasks, typically those that are important or necessary. It's a common human experience that affects people from all walks of life. Procrastination is not simply laziness or a lack of willpower. It is a complex psychological phenomenon with deep roots in our evolutionary history and brain chemistry. Procrastination can have significant negative consequences on our productivity, well-being, and overall quality of life. From missed deadlines and increased stress to feelings of guilt and low self-esteem, the impact of procrastination can be far-reaching. Understanding the prevalence of procrastination is crucial for developing effective strategies to address it. By acknowledging that we're not alone in this struggle, we can begin to normalize the conversation around procrastination and seek help when needed. Procrastination is not a modern phenomenon. Throughout history, there have been accounts of individuals struggling with the temptation to delay important tasks. From ancient philosophers to renowned artists, procrastination has plagued even the most brilliant minds. The ancient Greeks, for example, had a term for procrastination, akrasia, which referred to the state of acting against one's better judgment. Even the great Roman orator Cicero recognized the perils of procrastination, famously stating, "By doubting, we come to inquiry, and by inquiry, we perceive the truth." This historical perspective highlights that procrastination is not a sign of weakness or a character flaw, but rather a deeply ingrained human tendency. By understanding the historical context of procrastination, we can gain a broader understanding of this universal challenge and develop more effective strategies for overcoming it. Dr. Piers Steel, a leading researcher in the field of procrastination, has dedicated his career to understanding the science behind this pervasive habit. His work has shed light on the psychological factors that contribute to procrastination, as well as effective strategies for overcoming it. Dr. Steele's research has identified key factors that influence procrastination, including task aversiveness, impulsivity, and low self-efficacy. We are more likely to procrastinate on tasks we find unpleasant, boring, or overwhelming. People who are more impulsive tend to have a harder time resisting the urge to procrastinate. When we doubt our ability to complete a task successfully, we are more likely to put it off. Dr. Steele's research has also highlighted the importance of motivation and goal setting in overcoming procrastination. By breaking down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps and setting realistic deadlines, we can increase our chances of success and reduce the likelihood of procrastination. To truly conquer procrastination, we must understand the psychological mechanisms at play. Several theories offer insights into why we procrastinate. Expectancy. Theory. This theory suggests that our motivation to complete a task is influenced by our expectation of success and the value we place on the reward. If we believe success is unlikely or the reward is insignificant, we are more likely to procrastinate. Imagine you have to study for a difficult exam. If you doubt your ability to pass, even after studying, you might be less motivated to put in the effort. Need theory. This theory, developed by psychologist David McClelland, posits that our needs for achievement, affiliation, and power impact our behavior. Procrastination can arise from a fear of failure, a desire to avoid social situations, or a lack of control over a task. For example, a student might procrastinate on a group project if they have social anxiety and fear interacting with their classmates. Loss aversion. This principle, from behavioral economics, states that we feel the pain of a loss more strongly than the pleasure of an equivalent gain. Procrastination can be a way to avoid the potential negative feelings associated with a task, such as stress or failure. A writer might procrastinate on starting a new article because they fear receiving negative feedback on their work. Hyperbolic discounting. This cognitive bias describes our tendency to choose smaller, immediate rewards over larger, delayed rewards. We are more likely to procrastinate when the immediate gratification of delaying a task outweighs the long-term benefits of completing it. For instance, choosing to watch a movie instead of working on a project due tomorrow, prioritizing immediate pleasure over long-term success. The consequences of procrastination can be far-reaching, impacting various aspects of our lives. For students, procrastination can lead to poor academic performance, increased stress and anxiety, and sleep deprivation. Late submissions, incomplete assignments, and lower grades can result from chronic procrastination. The pressure of looming deadlines and the weight of unfinished tasks can take a toll on mental health. Staying up late to cram for exams or complete assignments last minute can disrupt sleep patterns and impact overall well-being. Beyond academics, procrastination can affect our personal and professional lives. It can lead to missed opportunities, strained relationships, and financial difficulties. Procrastination can prevent us from pursuing our passions, advancing in our careers, and achieving our full potential. Constantly delaying commitments and letting others down can damage our relationships with friends, family, and colleagues. Procrastinating on important financial tasks, such as paying bills or saving for retirement, can have serious consequences. Recognizing the potential consequences of procrastination can serve as a powerful motivator to break free from this detrimental habit. By addressing procrastination head-on, we can create a more fulfilling and successful life. Overcoming procrastination requires a multifaceted approach that addresses the underlying psychological factors and provides practical strategies for change. Here are some science-backed solutions. Task decomposition. Break down large, overwhelming tasks into smaller, more manageable subtasks. This makes the task seem less daunting and more approachable. Time boxing. Allocate specific time slots in your schedule for working on particular tasks. This helps create structure and reduces the likelihood of procrastination. Prioritization. Identify the most important tasks that need to be completed each day and focus on those first. Use techniques like the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize effectively. Accountability. Share your goals with someone you trust and ask them to hold you accountable for making progress. Regular check-ins can provide motivation and support. Reward system. Set up a system of rewards for completing tasks, especially those you tend to procrastinate on. This leverages the power of positive reinforcement to promote desired behaviors. Mindfulness and self-compassion. Practice self-awareness to identify your procrastination triggers and develop coping mechanisms. Be kind to yourself when you slip up and view setbacks as learning opportunities rather than failures. Procrastination is a common struggle, but it's not insurmountable. By understanding the science behind this pervasive habit, we can develop effective strategies to overcome it and unlock our full potential. Remember, procrastination is not a sign of laziness or weakness. It's a complex psychological phenomenon with roots in our brain chemistry and evolutionary history. There are effective solutions available. By implementing science-backed strategies, we can break free from the procrastination cycle and achieve our goals. Self-compassion is key. Be kind to yourself throughout the process and view setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. The journey to overcome procrastination may have its challenges, but the rewards are well worth the effort. By taking charge of our time and actions, we can create a more fulfilling and successful future.